Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Top Rank's Bob Arum discusses his fighter Terence Crawford facing Errol the Truth Spence Jr. later in the future. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family we working. Shout out to ringtv.com. The link is in the description in case you guys want to check it out. But there's an article where they spoke with Top Rank's Bob Arum, and he talked about his fighter Terence Crawford in the future fighting against the Al Haymon fighter, who's undefeated as well, just like Crawford, and just like Crawford, doing very well for himself amongst fans and career-wise. This is what Bob Arum had to say. A fight maybe a year from now that everybody will want to see. It will be a big pay-per-view fight. It's Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. It'll be bigger in a year. Would I like Terence Crawford to fight Keith Thurman? Yeah, sure. So we will see. End quote. And that's from Bob Arum. And listen, my thing is this. I told you every year I kind of come up with the slogan for 2017. If you follow my channel and fuck with me, you're an OG on the channel. Then 2017 it was tell the truth. Tell the truth. And we still screaming tell the truth. You know what I mean? That's not going to change. But I added to it. I switched it up. When I switched my name to Ego Valley, we added to it. In 2018, it's let's see it. You know what I mean? Do I think Terence Crawford would fight Errol Spence Jr.? Absolutely. If it were up to him. You know what I mean? Just his temperament, just being around the dude. I think he's a competitor. I think Errol Spence would fight Terence Crawford. I don't think between the fighters there's any problem. You know what I mean? Obviously they're going to want to get paid for a big fight and stuff, but if it's on pay-per-view, then that should be doable, where they can get career high paydays or whatnot to make the big fight. The problem I have is just, like I said, let's see it. Seeing is believing, because at the end of the day, Top Rank, I've seen this trick done where I've seen Top Rank, they'll throw all these like mouth salivating names and opponent matchups that the fans clamor for, and when it comes down to it, that's not what's happening. You know what I mean? They've done this with Manny Pacquiao's career. They constantly brought up Floyd Mayweather, even when at times they weren't even any closer to making Pacquiao and Mayweather, making that particular fight. Or they'll say, oh, we made an offer to Adrian Broner, Danny Garcia, and we want to fight Mikey Garcia, Lucas Matisse, Ruslan Provodnikov, who else is out there? Keith Thurman, you know what I mean, whoever. And Amir Khan, he's another big one. And I actually seen him yesterday at the gym. He's getting ready for his fight. He looks in shape, looks fast. But I was in Virgil Hunter's gym. So it's just, it doesn't manifest. Like, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, people thought Pacquiao Khan in Dubai was gonna happen, and Khan was confident sending tweets and stuff like that, and Pacquiao seemed on board. But then Bob Arum, he was like, nah, it's not gonna happen, the money's not there. And then it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So we've seen this particular story. You know, we've heard this song before. And again, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I would have to see Top Rank put together that type of fight with an Al Haymon fighter. Now, I know my boxing, and I've been to some of these fights. Terence Crawford has fought Al Haymon fighters. John Molina Jr. is advised by Al Haymon. Also, Felix Diaz, advised by Al Haymon. But no disrespect to them guys. Those guys are very good fighters also. But to me, those guys, in the grand scheme of things, they are more expendable than the top level guys. You know what I mean? And not even just expendable, they're kind of easier fights for Terence Crawford than an Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence has been looking like, you know what I mean, a freight train So that's a more risky fight than John Molina Jr. I don't remember many people thinking John Molina Jr. was really going to outbox and or beat Terence Crawford. Felix Diaz, maybe a few people, but again, he doesn't have the celebrity and the star power that I'm talking about. Errol Spence has been getting a lot of praise, a lot of limelight, a lot of positive write-ups, a lot of just, you know, media coverage and stuff where people are announcing his arrival. So I have to see a fight on that magnitude because, again, Felix Diaz and John Molina Jr. for Terence Crawford, that doesn't cut it. I mean, it does show that you're willing to work with Al Haymon, but for me, let's see you work with Al Haymon on a big fight like Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia, Adrian Broner, Terence Crawford versus Keith Thurman, who he called out, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I gotta see that. You know what I mean? But either way, it's not gonna happen anytime probably this year or anytime soon. He's talking about 2019. Let it manifest, let it marinate, stuff like that. So I mean, we'll see what unfolds. I like the fight. I think that's probably the most competitive matchup out of, even though Crawford, I mean, we have to see how Crawford looks in April versus Jeff Horn. But just from, I mean, I'm giving him some credit even though he hasn't fought there, but just what I've seen from Crawford, he should do well. I think he'll do well at welterweight. And with that in mind, I just see that being the most compelling matchup of the top two guys. You know, but Crawford, he still has to earn that spot by beating Jeff Horn, becoming a champion, and, you know what I mean, fighting, you know what I mean, Jose Benavidez, and just different people showing that he's arrived at 147 just like he did from 140. But as I see it, Spence versus Crawford is the most competitive fight. Like I think Spence versus Keith Thurman is a good fight, very good fight. Big names. You might even say it might be bigger than Crawford Spence. But I see Spence kind of walking Keith Thurman down. And I'm not going to say the fight's going to be easy, but I think it'll be easier to determine the winner. And there's going to be some rough patches with Crawford versus Spence just because those guys are both so highly competitive. So we'll see what Bob Arum is talking about in the upcoming year and stuff like that. We'll see how Crawford does at welterweight. Let me know what you guys think of Errol Spence Jr. versus Crawford versus Spence. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.